I think you're kind of losing your mind, but I'm gonna pass it
Could
too.
be. Yeah. All right.
Yay!
Count it.
All right. Next one was. Why don't you take this one?
All right. So something that I'm not really a fan of, is body piercings and tattoos. I mean, I don't really like them. I think they're kind of. Oh god. I think kind of gross. I think they're just like.
Kind of gross.
I think they're kind of gross. I mean, I don't want to look at a body and see like,
Kind of
oh well,
gross.
there's not supposed to be a tattoo there. There's not supposed to be a piercing there. It's just not right. And I don't like them in general. I don't like tattoos in general. I don't like body piercings.
100%. Cut and dry.
Yeah, I
You
don't
just
like
don't
them.
like them.
I don't even like the ones that are like, signify something. Because, like, oh, I got it because it's from my grandfather. And nothing against your grandfather, but, like, if you need a tattoo to remember him by, you don't need a tattoo to remember him by.
No.
Okay? I mean, it's supposed to be an internal thing. Like, yes, it's nice that you have a tattoo, commemorating him, but you don't need a tattoo commemorating him. I mean,
You shouldn't.
what you shouldn't. I mean,
You shouldn't.
But back to body piercings. It goes along the same vein. It's basically just like, well, I'm bored. I want something new to look on my body because I'm self-conscious about myself. So I'm gonna pierce my nose. I'm gonna pierce my nipple. I'm gonna pierce my penis. I'm gonna pierce my belly button.
What about have you seen people who get the bumps?
What?
You can like implant bumps on your head.
No, I've never seen that.
It's insane. It's insane. People do that.
Like, I mean, you have like, nipple piercing, then like a chain
A
across.
chain, maybe
that's
linking two people.
That should. That's actually a really interesting idea, but that's just asking for someone to rip it off, and that I can't even think about that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that would-
I mean, because what could happen? What if it gets stuck on something? You're walking, you don't realize. All of a sudden, you just have two like ripped out by the roots.
Someone's gonna try and scoop your nips,
It's ripped
and they're just
out.
gonna grab that chain and pull, and they won't even know, and you're dead.
I would probably die. I'd probably be so upset. If I survived, I would wish I was dead.
You know what?
Like, just think about it. Yeah,
we're
exactly.
done. We're done talking about this.
But like,
Body piercings in general, I fail. If it was tattoos on my outline right here, I'd fail that too.
you know what?
And I know you love tattoos, but
Yeah, I mean that's more of just a hatred of.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what the whole tattoo thing is.
why do you get
Why
it?
why does a person get a tattoo?
Yeah, let me ask
Well, I
you.
can tell you why I get them now is because I already have them.
Well,
So at this point, it's like, well,
you have
why not?
You have 3 tattoos.
Yeah.
Why do you have? What was your inspiration to get the first tattoo?
Because it was meaningful. I don't know.
Well, okay,
I mean,
so,
not so much in remembrance, because you're right about like the remembrance. If you're remembering something,
but like
you shouldn't have.
what made you think whatever the powerful emotion was like that you want to have this tattoo? Why?
Well, because
did it have to be a tattoo?
It's something that you look at and remember for the rest of your life. Every time you look at it, that reasoning is still there.
But
So it's in a way a constant reminder, but not in the same way that almost the same way. Like I'm trying to even think of how to put it. I don't know how to put it.
I just don't get it. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, I understand that people want to have like a constant reminder. It's like permanent. It means something. I get it, but it's ink on your arm that stays there forever. It's really nothing more than that. It's just
Well, yeah,
it's
that's
not,
true.
It's I don't know.
But I mean that doesn't make it
and that
not
completely
meaningful.
discounts all the thousands and millions and the majority of tattoos that have no significance and just look nice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got this because it looks nice. That's dumb.
Yep.
Is it gonna look-
I agree that
Is it going to look nice when you're 85 years old and have grandkids?
Exactly.
No, it's not. It's going
Exactly.
to look like you're like... When I see older people with tattoos that look, like they obviously had tattoos when they were like, 20 years old, and
Yeah.
now they're like 80 years old.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody with that, but yeah.
You know why? It's because they try and hide them. Because it looks stupid.
I also think it's because it's like a new thing. It's like
I mean, I've seen
last
old-
20, 30 years, I think tattoos really kind of took off.
Well, maybe, but no. I'm
But yeah,
I'm not
I
passing.
mean-
I'm failing. I'm failing body piercings.
I'm going to get away from the tattoos thing. But for the piercing thing, I'm talking more specifically because I don't know any really guys. I only met really one guy, maybe two, in my whole life who even had ears pierced, and like that's a different thing.
I met definitely more than.
Well, I mean, I don't. Just trying to think of it. Obviously, Justin's the one that I'm thinking of. I think my cousin maybe, but like, no, I don't. I mean, I don't really think I know anybody.
I could
ears
say I
pierced.
know at least a dozen guys who have piercings of some sort.
But like I don't really get. First of all, like some of the choices for guys piercings, I don't really get it. Like a lot of rings like around your eyes, it's kind of weird. Like the spikes and stuff, I don't get that. And for girls, like it seems like girls for some reason like maybe like 1/5 of all the girls have some kind of like belly button piercing.
You
Or-
would go
or,
as
like,
high
some-
as 1/5 of
I would say
girls have
1/5
belly
of girls.
piercings?
Well, yeah. not counting pierced ears. It's pretty conventional. I'd say 1/5 probably has some kind of body piercing.
I don't know if I go that high. I'd maybe say 10%.
10%.
I'd say maybe 10%. Because I mean, we have to keep in mind we're in a college in a generation where body piercings
where
are like,
body
you know,
piercings
probably
are-
more popular.
Yeah.
Like, I think our, you know, sample size is a little skewed. I would say I wouldn't go higher than 10% of women in the United States have body piercings.
Yeah, probably all together maybe 10%.
All right, so
But
I'm
I
failing it.
I think that they can be pulled off. Like I'm not as vehemently against it as you, but I also think that not a lot of thought really goes into it, and it like when you can I feel like you can kind of look and tell, and like this is like not a good idea.
And it's another
This
thing.
person
Like,
should never have done this.
for girls who get body piercings to think they're like attractive, I know for one, if I see a girl with a body piercing, even a nose piercing, it's a turn off.
You think?
If I see girls with tattoos, turn off.
I think it depends.
I mean, I know. I guess there are guys who, you know, like those things, and I mean, I guess if that's the kind of guy you're looking for. I like to think I'm a nice guy, hot on the market, but
Girls are
Turn
knocking
off.
down the door,
it's a turn off.
but I mean I think it depends on the girl too.
Are you passing
At
or
least in
failing
my
body
opinion.
piercings?
No, I'm gonna fail.
You're gonna fail them?
Yeah, I'm gonna fail.
Really? I was pretty sure you're gonna pass it.
I'm gonna fail.
I'm down to fail. I want to hear that fail noise. There we go. 2 for 2.
All right.
I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one too. But I'm going to start out by saying, just in case, if you're a family member who's listening to this show, we're like a pretty cool family. You guys are all right. You guys don't apply, because I feel like you're all right. But being friends with relatives on Facebook, I feel like there has to be some kind of line drawn.
Yes.
Like, because you know what was weird?
What?
Over winter break, my friend's father friended me on Facebook.
That is weird.
And like it's not even my relative, but like then you're looking at like the mutual friends, you're like, wow, he's friends with like I love my dad, but like would I be Facebook friends with him?
No.
Probably not. I don't think he wants that. I don't think that he wants that either.
I mean, I turned down my uncle's friend request a few weeks ago. I've turned down my mom. I've turned down my dad. I've turned down my grandpa. I've turned
Your
down...
grandpa has a Facebook?
He did. He friend requested me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was a few years ago.
That's pretty strange in and of itself.
But like,
I mean,
it's awkward. They like, you know, send you a friend request, and I know I'm going to deny it. I have a strict no,
yeah,
you know,
right.
adult family member policy. But I always have to say something like, it's not because we're not friends. I still love you. I just don't want to be Facebook friends.
It's kind of private, right?
It's just weird.
It's like because I'm also not the kind of person who goes on like my family members who I am friends with like on their thing, and I'm always like looking at pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
If it pops up, you're like, oh, that's cool. Like it's cool to see what's going on.
I mean, and it's not even
But,
like it's not even like a privacy thing for me because my account isn't private. Like they could see my stuff if they wanted to. It's just I don't want to get their updates. I don't want them to get mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is legitimate.
I don't want to know what my family's really doing in that sense. Like I don't need to know what my uncle's doing
But,
with his
like,
life.
But like when it comes to like siblings and stuff, what's your stand? Like you feel like there's an age?
Yeah, siblings are alright because I mean you have mutual friends.
Yeah.
And because you have mutual friends, sometimes it's fine.
So
I don't have a logical explanation for that, but it's fine.
so you'd say that like age is probably
I say cousins,
or mutual like some cousins.
siblings, okay. Uncles, parents, grandparents, aunts,
A little different.
a little bit.
You know, yeah, I agree. I think, but like then I don't know if I would pass or fail it, to be honest.
I'm gonna fail being friends with relatives on Facebook because it's a different world.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
I'll get together you for like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
That's my
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna talk. I don't want a
Yeah.
Facebook chat or anything like that. No,
That's true.
fail it.